Hello there everybody, welcome back to the Wigan Athletic Road to Glory rebuild career mode, whatever you guys want to refer to it as. And we are not so far away from the ending of the season in League One. This is currently how the league tables look, and we've actually got some pretty important games in today's episode. We've got Rotherham, Lincoln, we've got Huddersfield in there as well, Peterborough, so we've got some sort of higher up teams to play today. All points are up for grabs here, as you can see. I mean, automatic promotion would be so ideal. The board want us to get mid-table, and we've absolutely overachieved that, so whether it is a playoff promotion or we just make the playoffs, we'll see. The board should be happy either way, but personally, I would absolutely love to just automatically go up. And like I said, we've got a game against Huddersfield. We also have a lot of games in hand against Birmingham. I don't know how they've played so many more games. There's a lot of teams around us who have played so many more games. So, yes, it might look like we're 11 points behind Birmingham at the minute, but with the games in hand, we should be pretty sweet. So yeah, just a bit of an update, obviously, from the previous episodes. That loss to Blackpool in the FA Cup was not great, considering we ended up knocking Liverpool out of it, which was just an amazing result. But yeah, the form slightly dipped off. Obviously lost to penalties to Blackpool in the FA Cup, and then we ended up losing to Cambridge for the second time this season. I think we lost 2-1 to them towards the beginning of the season as well, so Cambridge are just like the bogey team at this point. But in today's episode, we've got Rotherham, Lincoln, Huddersfield, Peterborough, and I think what I'm going to do is leave all these for like one big final episode. We'll see what we can get through. Alright then, first game of the episode, up against Rotherham. I've brought Smith in for Deco and Thomas in for Etienne Jr. They're the only changes we're going with. Let's do a little quick sim right now against Rotherham. It's a 2-1 loss. We did lose to Rotherham towards the start of the season as well, I'm pretty sure. We'll take a 2-1 loss to them. It's actually Hugo who's ended up scoring there. That's quite embarrassing for us, I'm not going to lie. The lad who got recalled, I think it was by Manchester United, has obviously went out to Rotherham and ended up scoring against us. Brilliant. Joseph with our only goal there. The substitutions aren't too bad there. I think Rankin coming on's great off the bench. That's not ideal still. Okay, so this is what we're going out with up against Lincoln. I'm going to try Sessegnon left back with Rankin and a right back. If we end up losing Chambers and not sign him permanently, this is something we could move towards doing next season, I suppose. It does say Sessegnon can play left back. I've also brought a Deco back in. Novak's come into the midfield as well. Let's see what we can do here. Quick sim. It's going to be a 2-0 loss. Not a good set of performances. We've lost 4 in a row right now. That is not looking good. Something will most likely have to change within these next ones if we even want to make the playoffs. Man, just how many times am I going to play Huddersfield this season? I'm going to be playing this one because I like playing against Huddersfield. If you haven't seen in the past few episodes, we've absolutely hammered them every single time we've played them. I think on aggregate we've got it's either 12 or 15 goals against them or something ridiculous. In one of the games we've got 8. So let's see if we can potentially try and beat that record today. Now Huddersfield are second in the league, so they've actually done very well outside of being battered by us both times. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can do. There was only the one goal in this game against Huddersfield, and this is a contender for goal of the season. Pembele, take a bow. That was an absolute screamer. On to the next one then. We've got Peterborough. We're making a fair few little changes in there. We've got Murphy coming in for this one. I've not been too overly impressed with him, but he has got another year with us on loan. Anyways, we've also got Smith coming into attack midfield, and this is exactly why. He does stuff like that, plays the ball straight in. We're 2 minutes into this game, plays the ball directly into Pembele, and we go 1-0 up early on. We do end up losing ourselves though, and I was literally just saying I've not been too impressed with Murphy. Was that my fault? I mean, partially on my behalf, I would say. I think he's quite lucky to get away with just a yellow there, also kicking off with the ref. Yeah, not impressed with that challenge whatsoever, but Poku ends up absolutely burying it down the middle. Tickle centre complete wrong way. It gets even worse for her. Chambers completely fucking up there, just misses out on the ball. I don't know what I'm doing with the defender there either. But Ricky J. Jones ends up scoring against us, makes it 2-1 to Peterborough, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. 89th minute, Chambers, yet again, I don't know how that's a second yellow though. I feel like the ref's been a little bit harsh there, but Chambers sent off. Well, that game did not indeed go to plan at all. Chambers getting sent off, ended up losing it in the last few minutes there. They were really all over us that entire game. It's not looking good, I'm not going to lie, towards the end of the season here. Only one win in this entire month of March here. A 2-1 loss to Cambridge, 2-1 loss to Rotherham, a 2-0 loss to Lincoln, a 2-1 loss to Peterborough as well. I mean, it's fine margins, it really is, but the upcoming games are not easy at all. We've got Leyton Orient who are 20th right now. I think Crawley and Bristol will be pretty low. We haven't beaten Northampton this season. I think we've drawn both times 2-2. Mansfield, it should be a straightforward game. Wrexham's obviously going to be tough, and then the last stretch of the season is really tough. We've got Blackpool now again. I swear I've already played these like 4 times now already, but yeah, it's the form is absolutely dropping off, and it's not a good time for this to happen. We still have games in hand, but I think automatic promotion's really slipping away from us here. Obviously, statistically, there's still a massive chance, and with us beating Huddersfield again, I think that's sort of boosted odds there. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Yeah, we'll go then. Leyton Orient, who are currently in 20th, so a few changes have been done as well with having to rest some players. We've got Joseph coming off the bench for like one of the first ever times this season. We've got Robinson in, obviously he's leaving us on a free in the summer, but we're going to get the most use out of him right now. We've got Asamoah coming in for the first time in a while, sorry, got my words mixed up here. Pembele is playing an attacking midfield, Etienne Jr. in as well. Let's quick sim and see what we can get here. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. It's not good at all. It really isn't. Ascot did come on and score. Is the change, though, because this has happened twice now in today's episode where we've given up that lead, is it the fact that we're taking Kerr or Civic off early for Murphy? Is Murphy generally not reliable enough to play in this team? I'm not too sure, but that is not a good result. Really not a good result. Alrighty then, so we've just done our last, and literally all we can afford, last renewal of the season. Obviously we know Robinson, McManaman's leaving us unfortunately, but I've just renewed Tom Watson's contract at the club for an extra 3-year stay. Reason being, we're losing Andy Longagan here. He's 41, so I think he'd be retiring. Oh, he's retiring at the end of the season anyway. I was going to say next season, but and the only other keeper I would have is Sam Tickle. Don't get us wrong, Sam Tickle's literally played every single game this season so far, but I want to have a backup just in case. You never know what can happen to a player like Sam Tickle, but yeah, so as long as I got that done, his wage only went from 1.9k to 2k, £200 a week is affordable, but still financial situations at the club are not great. And I did see some of your guys' comments in the previous episodes, and I did get warned and to try and keep down the wage per week budget of 4k. That is very hard to do with bringing in new players. I mean, I think with Alex Murphy we've done like a 50-50 split, so literally at that point that's what, 15k a week just on Alex Murphy, which is insane. Etienne Jr. comes in at 7k a week. I think Sessegnong's new deal put him up from like 6 to 7k, so the wages have definitely increased. Novak's 4k, so we've kept that decent. Smith's new contract, I forgot how much he was on prior to this, but he's now on 8k. Pembele come in, he's on 4k, so we've kept that under. That's also split as well, so that's not even too bad, to be honest with you. And then Joseph comes in for 9k, so yeah, I can see sort of where we've went wrong there in a way. We needed the players in though. I mean, the players are massively helped. Joseph, without him, I don't know where would be right now. He's scored the most goals for us this season with 26, which is insane. And let's just have a look at this. We need to give some credit to this fella right here. Chris Zay has come in. He's played like less than half the amount of games that Joseph has and has scored half the amount of goals. That is an incredible record from him. Righty then, Crawley, who are 24th in the league. They're definitely well and truly out of League One. I've brought in Rankin, we've got Novak in, Pembele and Smith. Chambers is back from his suspension. We're going to just stick with him. I would give him some sort of punishment of like not playing the next few games, but I don't think we can afford to do that with our current situation at Wigan Athletic. It's going to end up being a win. I've actually won a simmed game for once. It's took to play literally last in the league to be able to do that, but Smith with both goals, what a player he is. I'm so happy that we ended up renewing his deal. He's going to be such a crucial player, especially next season. But yeah, that was a big win. We are then game up against Bristol, who are 23rd. I think these games are sort of boosting us slightly. Crawley, who are 24th, Bristol, who are 23rd. 2 games you need to be getting 3 points from each. So the changes we've went in for this one, Pembele comes in, Smith comes in at the attacking midfield position. He's playing outstanding this season, so we're going to stick with him there. And Thomas comes in for Etienne Jr. Let's see what we can do. Quick sim in this one. It's going to be a 1-1 draw. Joseph missing a penalty after scoring as well. That is poor from him. That is really poor from him. He's not the player you'd expect to miss a penalty. We're going to take a 1-1 draw there. A point's better than none. But Joseph, you cannot afford to miss a pen. Righty then, but has been proved to be one of the tougher games of the season, Northampton. I've drew them 2-2 both times that we have indeed played them. So let's see if we can get the better of them here. They're currently 11th in the league, so I'm expecting a pretty head-to-head tough game here. Are we going to be able to finally do it? I don't know why Northampton have been one of the tougher teams to play. I mean, both times I have simulated it, so I haven't actually played against them yet, technically. Quick sim both times, and we've got the same outcome of 2-2. So, always been a high-scoring game. They've always been up to it. Adiko finds Etienne Jr. He smashes one. Lovely control with the thigh there, just bouncing the ball up for the volley. That was great. I'm expecting some goals here from Joseph. He seems to sort of be getting a bit of that form back. He did miss a penalty, but we can let him off for that. He did score one at least. Here we go. We're on to something here. Can I get a turn in here? Asgard who shoots, and that's over. Asgard's been a little bit off the rails in the past few games. He did score in one of the quick sim games just before, but he hasn't been sort of ideal. I've been really playing Smith in that midfield, just behind Joseph, instead of playing him out wide. He's such a versatile player. You can play him out wide, you can play him behind the striker. I'm thinking next season of potentially going with 2 up front. I did think I said that in one of the previous episodes, to be honest, of going potentially with the 2 up top. I scored, big save. I think Zay and Joseph, or I've been interested in getting Ricky J. Jones in, so he could go up top with Joseph, and I think that would be a very good partnership to go, because as good as Joseph has been, 26 or 27 goals it'll be now this season, I feel like he would be even better with someone besides him. He probably wouldn't score as many goals, but it would just, I think, help the team a lot more. Here we go. He's onside. He's definitely onside here. Joseph! Big save from the keeper. This keeper's been alright in the opening few minutes here. We are all over Northampton here, though. They have not had much of the ball. We seem to be dominating them in the opening 20 here. We are struggling to score. I mean, I'd done the same thing against Huddersfield. I dominated that ball. I had like double the amount of shots as Huddersfield did, and we only ended up winning by 1 goal. So this is the thing I'm slightly concerned about, the goal scoring. The goals against, I think, is fine. I mean, Tickle's kept 26 clean sheets in 50 odd games. In nearly half of his games he's kept a clean sheet. It may not seem it, but he has. He's done it. He has Joseph. He's in. It's on his left. Keep up with another big save there. So yeah, I don't think defence is sort of the problem. And as much as a player like Kerr might start to fall off with his age, we do have Murphy next season anyway, unless Newcastle recall him in the summer. He has Etienne Jr. Thought it was going to be a big chance there. Yeah, so we do have Smith, unless Newcastle do recall him for an extra season anyway. He has Asgard. Oh, I thought that touch would have took him through. Absolutely all over them, just keeping the ball. Easy to win it back as well. He has Asgard, so we can play that to Smith. That's back to Asgard. Not got many options yet. He does have 5-star weak foot now as well, so to use that would be pretty solid. He has Etienne Jr. He's found himself a good place. Not too many options. It's come with Deco. He's going to smash one from outside the box. I went for that in the near post. We're not going to end up getting anything from it. That's 4 on target and 1 off target. 5 shots already. There must be 4 saves for the goalkeeper, surely. All them on target shots. He has Smith. Right, something going with Smith now. He's a good playmaker. 9 assists this season so far. He has Etienne Jr. He's going to need a run. It's into Smith. Sorry for the coughing, people. I'm currently ill at the minute. I'm trying to recover myself by playing FIFA. That is an amazing way to recover. Go on, Smith. Oh, he's done beautifully there. Here we go. Smith, can I play him on side? Joseph should be on side here. This is a big chance before the end of the first half. Joseph, not many passing options. We know Scott was coming in a bit too slowly, though. You know, Sessegnon with the corner. It's a good one. It's Kerr on the head art over the ball. 42 minutes on the clock. That's most likely the last chance of the first half. The fact that I've not scored with all these opportunities, like I was saying before, is slightly worrying. It's part of the reason I want to go 2 up top next season if we can. Here's Smith. I've got nothing yet. I've got no options there. No options at all. And Smith out wide. Oh, go on. No, okay, we're not going to win that. Smith out wide, just not making any sort of option. No run, no nothing. It's going to be 0-0 at the half. Right, not overall happy with that first half performance, but we're back in the second half. Going to try and play a little bit more aggressive. Also could switch it to the 2 up top, just to test it out with Zaya and Joseph, because it would be nice if I could save money on not signing a striker next season, considering I've done that this year. Here we go. Could be on to something. Yeah, he's completely up by himself here, Joseph. He's done very well. What a goal that is. He's done exceptionally well. I did say I'd expect to see a goal from him today. And Joseph opens up the goal. Not bad. 53 minutes into it, he's opened up the goal scoring. It's a beautiful run, mind you. I mean, I'm not trying to thingy him out there, but that could potentially be a goal of the season contender. We've definitely scored better goals. I mean, Pembele before with an absolutely incredible strike. But, yeah, you're not going to see many better solo runs than that. He had basically no options to pass the ball, and he's just struck it himself. Very well took. I would like to see him hit 30 for the season, I really would. I don't think he's actually going to win Golden Boots in League One. I don't think he will. I think there's a lad from Huddersfield who has always, for the entire season, had more than Joseph, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be close. It's definitely going to be close. I just think the way we're currently playing and the way that we're only beating teams by maybe a goal, I don't think Joseph is going to be able to do it himself. But yeah, we'll see what he can do. We're 60 minutes into the game. With the chances we've had like 11 shots. I would have expected to have more than just the one. Bringing Zay, Pembele and Chambers are all coming on. Late on in the game, 70 odd minutes. Kerr's absolutely knackered as well. Should probably bring Murphy on, but you know what happens when Murphy comes on. I'll tell you what, Northampton have been the team to beat for me this season. Oh no, they're through. They've actually been the team to beat. I've not beaten them, and I've only scored a goal here. We've really struggled to get the goals, and the shots have not been an issue. We have a go Etienne Jr. and Joseph, who's coming off the pitch. Joseph, he's done well. Big save. I can't score. I cannot score past this goalkeeper, man. It's such an issue. I don't know why we're finding it so hard to find the back of the net. I really do not know. And I don't know if these subs are actually going to come on in the end. They're probably not. Come on, Etienne Jr.'s in there. Another big chance here, I reckon. That's a nice pass. Joseph is in. He hits the crossbar this time. You can't make it up. That's a big header. Oh, it's went past him. Big header. Goes past him. And these subs are probably not going to come on. Might need to just foul someone if I can. Probably going to have to pick up a yellow for it, but it is where it is. Unless I can't. They're just going to pass the ball around. I'll take the 1-0 win. I'll absolutely take the 1-0 win. We've had a lot of these this season where we just struggle to find the back of the net. I've had a lot of these in FC25, to be honest with you. It's not just this one. Alright, let's do the final subs. So, we're going to bring Weah in for our score. We'll do Thomason for Etienne Jr. There's all 5 substitutions coming on then, with 3 minutes to spare. Nice to have fresh legs. I didn't end up making any subs at all against Huddersfield because the game just would not pause for substitutions to come on, which was great. So everyone was a bit tired for the game after that. Here's Pembele who's just come on. Oh, yeah, we go. Look at him. Look at the pace. Look at what he offers. That's a great ball. Zay, he's so close. He's been great in the air as well this season. I think a lot of his goals have actually come from headers. But there we'll have it. A 1-0 win over Northampton. We're finally beating them this season. It was a much-needed win. To end things off with one final game against 22nd place Mansfield. We need to win. It's going to be a quick sim, and it needs to be a win. I've went with 2 up top just to test it out. Zay and Joseph. I've got Pembele coming in. Etienne Junior's in on the left. Murphy's in for quite a tired Kerr at the back. Rankin's in for Sessignon. So a few changes in there. Let's see what we can do. It's a 4-1 win. That is massive. We needed that. Joseph, Zay, Etienne Junior with 2. Is it just because these are near the bottom of the league, or is it because I went 2 up top that we've just played like that? I guess we'll never know. Alright then, hopefully you lot did enjoy today's episode, and if you are enjoying this series and want to see more, obviously please smash that like button. Make sure you are subscribed with the notifications turned on so you do not miss more uploads and streams. The next episode is indeed going to be the Season 1 finale. It's going to be the League 1 finale. Make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be out within the next few days. It's going to be massive to see where we end up finishing, and if we do finish in the playoffs, we're going to have some extra games because we're going to have to go through the playoffs. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.